Akentin Apia Menka University of Skills Training and Entrepreneurial Development. Today we celebrate not only your decision to pursue let me take this with you on reaching this significant milestone. Gaining admission, especially at the graduate level, to any university is no small feat, and it is a testament of your hard work, dedication, and resilience. You are part of Aamusted family, a vibrant, innovative, and forward-thinking community committed to excellence in education, skills development, and leadership. Aamusted is no ordinary institution or university. We are a specialized institution with a unique mandate to provide higher education that develops skilled manpower for job creation and economic development. Our mission is deeply rooted in the needs of Ghana, Africa, and the world at large. Our vision is ambitious but very clear: to be a leader in technical, vocational, and entrepreneurial education. At Aamusted, we are not just preparing students for jobs, we are preparing them to solve real-world problems, transform communities, and lead industries. We pride ourselves in 4 main canons, and I will just mention them. Practical and relevant education, and you know when you start your lecture. Entrepreneurial development, research and innovation, and strong industry and community partnership. These are the 4 main canons we pride ourselves in. Dear students, today marks the beginning of a journey that will transform your life. Over the next few years, you will have the opportunity to grow academically, socially, and personally. You will be challenged to explore new ideas, think critically, and push beyond your comfort zone. You will meet people from diverse backgrounds, learn from world-class faculty, and have access to resources that will enable you excel. You are not here just to write exam and pass. You are here to take opportunities, and some of these opportunities include joining clubs and societies to develop your leadership and teamwork skills, participate in research projects and internships to gain practical experience, seek mentorship from faculty and senior students to guide your academic and career decisions, and build network. As a student of Aamusted, you are not just here to learn, you are here to lead. Ghana and the world is looking for young people like you to drive innovations, create jobs, and solve the challenges of our time. The skills, knowledge, and values you acquire here will prepare you to take full responsibility. Our nation is at the pivotal point of development. Unemployment, technological change, and environmental sustainability are challenges we must address. And as students of Aamusted, you are uniquely positioned to contribute to these solutions. As I conclude, I want to challenge you to make the most out of the opportunity, embrace your journey with passion and determination, and strive for excellence in everything you do. Be open to new ideas, new experiences, and new ways of doing things. We believe in your dreams, and over here we are here to help you achieve your dreams. I accept the honor bestowed upon me as the chairman of the occasion, and I welcome you all to Aamusted. Thank you very much for your time and attention.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Doc. Please, we still have more dignitaries joining us. We will take a minute to introduce them. We have in our midst the Dean of the Faculty of Business Education, Professor Faisal Idris. Please, let's give it to him. Then we have the Director of IT Services, Mr. Nicholas Donko, is also here, helping us. We have the head of our security, Mr. Hayford Ajiman, is also here, please. We have the HOD, head of department for educational leadership of our institution, Dr. Lydia Mankwa. We also have the administrator at the Vice Chancellor's office, Madame Gertrude Edrichum, and the administrator at the Dean of Student Affairs office, our sister Sewa Karikari Bonsu. Please, let's see you. Thank you. We'll continue the program and invite the Vice Chancellor to give us a special welcome to Aamusted. Please, sir, the Vice Chancellor.
Thank you very much. Remember, you have asked me to give a special welcome. So as soon as I finish with that, my work is done. Just special welcome. Thank you. Colleagues, my dear freshmen and women, please accept a warm welcome from me to this orientation ceremony, and particularly to the Siren campus of Akenten, Apiamenka University of Skills Training and Entrepreneurial Development, Aamusted, and on behalf of the management and the staff of this university. I start with the mandate, vision, mission, and a brief history of the university, but I'll be very brief. As Ghana's premier public TVET and entrepreneurial development teacher education university, our mandate, among others, is to provide higher education in technical, vocational, entrepreneurial training to develop skilled manpower for job creation and economic development. Our vision is to be a world-class, socially responsible TVET and entrepreneurial development teacher education university. And our mission is to train and provide teachers and other professionals with relevant competencies in TVET, entrepreneurial development, and other programs to teach in industries, to teach in institutions, work in industries, and conduct research for educational policy and economic development. Work closely with your lecturers, library assistants, laboratory and workshop technicians to receive the best of training and to prepare you for the world of work. Now, the history. Before transforming into Aamusted, this university was Kumasi and Asante Mampong, campuses of the University of Education, WINIBA. Our history as a tertiary education institution dates back to the 1960s. Aamusted is therefore not an entirely new university. Young as it may be, every necessary facility is in place for a smooth and convenient teaching and learning. Take advantage of these facilities to acquire skills and competencies in your chosen programs. I'll appeal to you to take good care of the facilities so that after you, others can use them. I wish to assure you that your choice of Aamusted is one of the best decisions you ever made, because at Aamusted, we guarantee your success as a student and a bright future when you leave the university. The reason is that almost all the lecturers of Aamusted are professional teachers. We are the leading university in competency-based training, practical skills delivery, and workplace experience learning to prepare our graduates for the job market. So settle down quickly, feel at home, and optimize the numerous opportunities available at Aamusted. Our fresh students, we have organized this orientation ceremony for you to receive vital information to facilitate your early settlement and integration. as we have in Akan proverb. Bosma odo no person no trano. Ono na ochiro. Please again. Very good. Ono ochiro na chiwade. Yes. We love you and we want to stay with you. Because you are our cherished stakeholders. You are the future leaders of this university. You are the future leaders of your organizations and your communities. And you are the future leaders of this country. For these reasons, the orientation will cover life and operations in the university in areas such as arrangement for paying of fees, online registration of courses, library services, security arrangement. This is very important. Guidance and counseling and other support services, channels of communication, medical examination, and other arrangements to facilitate teaching, learning, and research. Yours is to fully participate effectively and obtain enough information to make life on campus more comfortable. I encourage you to ask questions when the successive speakers take their turn. My friend students, ladies and gentlemen, our relatively new status demands that we make efforts to brand this university into an easily identifiable place of excellence and learning. We all have a role to play. Help us to create calm atmosphere to undertake academic activities. Please use your technologies and social media to promote the image of the university. Don't use your technology and social media to damage the image of the university. Now, whether you like it or not, this is the university of your own choice. Remember that if you do anything that tarnishes the image of the university, you are trying to tarnish your own image. I had wanted to share with you an experience that we had in abroad. I will share with you later. So what I had wanted to tell you is that, again, this is the university of your choice. And as I've been saying, the university more belongs to you than some of us. Do you know why? Some of us here, the staff, we didn't have our education at this university. But you are having your training and education here. You are going with a certificate from the university. So it is very important to work hard with us to protect the image of the university. I know you will do that. Devote yourselves to things that will further enhance the enviable image of this university and be good ambassadors wherever you are. My dear freshmen and women, graduate studies are very intensive and require hard work and commitment. You should be ready to make lots of sacrifices on your time. Be dedicated and focused to succeed. You should prioritize punctuality and regularity for lectures and avoid time wasting in choosing your research topics in consultation with your lecturers or assigned supervisors. Please begin work on your final dissertation as soon as possible to meet the strict timelines for academic activities here at Aamusted. My dear graduate students, be committed to submitting your assignments on time and participating in seminars and other group activities concerning your programs of study. Remember that the lecturers will mainly facilitate your learning processes, and then when you start your project, your dissertation processes. as it was indicated by Malcolm Shepard Knowles. He's the father of andragogy. We call it adult learning. He's the father of adult learning. He wrote an article in 1973. According to Knowles, adult learners want to take responsibility for your own learning. Adult learners are motivated to learn because you know why you are here. Some of you have to borrow money to come here. Adult learners are ready to learn. Is that not the case? You are ready to learn. The interest is there. See, adult learners, I know, also want to make friends when they are learning. Do enable them to think, share, and exchange what? Ideas. For this reason, I would like to tell you that try to cherish your human connections here. It is very, very important. But there's one thing about adult learners. Let me find out. They say adult learners, you are afraid of writing examination. Is it true? You are not afraid. Well, let's see. It will be good to work with your colleagues sometimes. However, as graduate students, you add quality to your development if you could spend time researching issues presented to you at lectures, share your findings, and generate more knowledge in your chosen fields. None of you will be left behind if you approach your work with seriousness. We assure you that we shall make you feel at home by giving you the best teaching and learning experiences, as well as the best supervision during your time with us. I'm confident that you will put away other things and psych yourself up for the duration of your programs for the sake of the better future you hope to accomplish beyond this university, as indicated by the chair. I can assure you that you complete successfully. I can assure you that you complete this program successfully. Sure. Considering that thousands of people have already accomplished same. They are not better than you. I can say that you are better than most of them. So if they are able to do it, you also able to what? Do it. To conclude, there are so many things I need to share with you. For the moment, I wish to end and allow enough time for the orientation. Hopefully, at our next meeting, which will be at our matriculation ceremony, I will share more with you. Once again, you are welcome. David, now I've said it again. And congratulations for gaining admission to Akenten Apiamenka University of Skills Training and Entrepreneurial Development. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. I think we can do it better for a special welcome like this. Yes. Thank you. Thank you very much. We are happy to have more of our dignitaries joining us. We are very happy because most of them are the ones that are going to be handling your programs with you. One of them, the director of our research, international programs, and institutional advancement, Professor Ebenezer Bunya is here with us. Sir, can we also have Professor Emmanuel Apiakubi, who is the only dean in the university that is overseeing two faculties. First, the Faculty of Technical Education, and second, the Faculty of Engineering and Technology. Please, sir, may we see you and to acknowledge you. Thank you. Thank you for coming. We also have the GRASAC president in our midst, our brother Musa Arimiyao Atimbila. Please, let's see you too. GRASAC president. Yes, sir. We also have some HODs among us. I look up and I see Dr. Isaac Abraham, HOD for fashion. Please, say we want to see you. Thank you. We will continue with the program and invite the Pro-Vice Chancellor to speak to us on academic counseling. Please, let's give it to him as he mounts the podium.
The Vice Chancellor, the Chairman of the occasion, the Registrar, Deans, colleagues, fellow fresh men and women at the postgraduate level. It's good to see you. Aren't you good to see us? Thank you. I'm going to talk about academic counseling, or somewhere they call it personal tutor or personal tutoring. There's one thing that I sometimes escape graduate students, because you've seen a lot about university, isn't it? At least you've done 4 years university to get here. So sometimes you are tempted to say, I know it all. Like a local bird in our community that is thriving very well. It's called Apatupre. Do you know that bird? He sings, Onkunsu Unyari, schoolmaster go you, because he thinks he knows everything. But the story about Apatupre is that they were learning how to make a nest. And that little small bird, Asiwa, know how to make a very good nest. He can curve it, put some cushions in it, so that even predatory birds and snakes cannot enter Asiwa's nest. So Apatupre went to Asiwa. He started teaching him how to make a nest. Immediately they started a foundation. Apatupre just flew away. Then he went. Then when the time came for him to make its own nest, he started the foundation. He couldn't continue again. So all the time, the eggs will be on the nest, and predatory birds will take the egg away, or sometimes they fall down and under the mercies of the rain and the sun. If Apatupre had exercised a little patience, he would have learned a lot. My little story to you, my dear postgraduate students, is that yes, you had all that 4 years experience, but postgraduate studies is a new experience. What did I say? It's a new experience that you need to take time and learn those skills that you need for postgraduate level of experience. So one thing in our Kenten, Apiamenka University, we take very serious is academic counseling. Each of you, according to the student handbook, will be allocated academic counselor. You get a personal academic counselor. Don't confuse this with your supervisor. Your supervisor is somebody who specializes in your chosen subject or topic that is going to direct you. Elsewhere, they call it a director of studies to do your studies. But in your social side, other network, university regulations and other things, you need a personal counselor that will guide you, who will guide you and direct you so that you can succeed in your studies. So what is academic counseling? Academic counseling is an ongoing educational process that connects the student to the university. Academic counseling assists in preparing students for lifelong learning beyond the confines of classroom. It plays a crucial role in supporting students' educational journey and addressing challenges such as academic stress, time management, career guidance, and others. Effective academic counseling strategies can significantly enhance student performance, their well-being, as evidenced in various studies, and explore different approaches and tools in academic pursuit. So as a student, as a graduate student, your role or what is expected of you is to engage with your academic counselor. You build rapport with your colleague students who will be allocated the same counselor, help each other to fulfill the requirement of your studies, assure you that you can graduate on time. As VC said, thousands of people before you have done it. So you start building that can-do attitude and say, I can also what? I can also what? Do it. And you do it with the support of your academic counselor. The purpose of academic counseling, why we in Aamusted we want to allocate you academic counselor, is that such a counseling or such a counselor will help you to do what we call self-understanding and personal development. There's a saying, unexamined life is not worth living. Your academic counselor will help you to assess your strength and weakness. It will help the students to recognize their strengths, limitations, potentials, and promote self-dependence. It encourages students to adapt to new educational environments, such as transition from university or graduate studies, undergraduate studies to what? To graduate studies. Academic success and achievement. Your academic counselor will help you, will assist students in formulating academic plans, ensuring they meet course requirements, achieve their desired academic outcomes. Individuals planning services to help the students to understand their potential and align their academic goals to their future opportunities. So the counselor that will be allocated to you is somebody who have experience, have been where you are, and he knows it all. The experience, the stress, time management, everything you're going to go through, they have been through. So they are able to lead you and direct you and guide you. The last point your academic counselor is going to help you to do is to professional competence development. Academic counseling is instrumental in developing students' professional skills and prepare them for future employment. It provides structured guidance to address academic challenges, thereby enhancing overall competencies and readiness for workforce. So your counselor will guide you in these three areas. As I want to repeat again, self-understanding and personal development for your goals, for the postgraduate studies that you want to do. 2, academic success and achievement. And the third is professional competence development. These are key to your studies. Try and know your academic counselor and engage your academic counselor. Because if you don't do, one day you will struggle to get something. It won't be long, you'll be looking for jobs and you need a reference. And if you don't engage with your academic counselor, nobody knows you. Most of the time, some organization will require 3 references, isn't it? So you go to your director of studies or your supervisor, he'll give you 1. You go to maybe your dean or head of department, he'll give you 1. And who will give you the 3rd one? Your academic counselor. And I tell you, your academic counselor one will be more detailed. You know how you are punctual, how socially, psychologically, you're well connected and all that. So do engage with the academic counselor and it will help you to gain good references in the future. Some of the things that academic counselor will help you to do, which is the last thing I'm talking about, is that you need to know yourself. So you will help you to prepare your personal profile. You know what you are good at, what you are not good at, what you need to learn. You prepare this profile. From this strength and weakness, what we call SWOT analysis, you prepare your personal development plan towards your postgraduate studies. Your counselor will help you and review your curriculum vitae. I remember my previous lecturer, Professor Tamakru, who is he has a strong expertise in curriculum. He once said that he didn't learn how to write a curriculum vitae. That is why he ended up to be a poor teacher. I didn't understand. But later on, I got to know that in their time, you finish your degree in a college or a university, you are posted as a teacher. And he worked through as a teacher till he became a professor and retired. He never looked for any job elsewhere. Nowadays, the competition is what? It's very high. You have to learn how to write a strong CV to get a very good job. So your tutor will help you to do that. There's something we call semester performance review. Every semester, at the end, go with your results. Your counselor will help you to review what you have to do to sustain your results, or if it is bad, improve. So all those things, you need to do that. And the last thing your academic counselor will help you to do is to develop a professional touch, a professional profile. Nowadays, there's different platforms that develop professionals and showcase their activities, experience, and expertise. One of them is LinkedIn. Your personal counselor will help you to create such a profile, and you add the skills and the training, conferences, everything that you're doing on, so that when the time comes that you are looking for a job, it's not easy. Nowadays, some employers will go and look for your LinkedIn account to assess what you have put on independently to see whether you qualify for their job, their position or not. So your counselor will help you to develop all others. So in conclusion, I will urge you to engage seriously with your academic counselor. Try and let somebody know you. Know your counselor. Let the counselor also know you. So that when something happens and they ask, do you know someone who is good in this area and that area? Your academic counselor in that meeting can say, yeah, I know someone who is good in this area. And there you get your opportunity. So thank you. And once again, I wish you a successful studies in Aamusted. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. On the note where the Pro-Vice Chancellor was asking us to get onto LinkedIn, or you'll be helped to do LinkedIn, I want to announce that we have shared QR codes to our social media platforms. Please link up. If you didn't get some, we have displayed some on the walls. Just scan and get onto our social media handles so that you'll be receiving timely official information as and when necessary, so that you will not also be biting into all the things that are spreading about on social media that are not official anyways. Thank you very much. As the Pro-Vice Chancellor was speaking, we had the honor of the arrival of the university's Director of Finance, Dr. Jeff Dankwabuachi, joined us. Sir, you are most welcome to this evening's program. We have gotten to the point where we listen to what arrangements, environments that the university has created for your learning and teaching. And to help us do that, we have the registrar of the university, Mr. Augustus Kwaubru, to walk us through that. Please, shall we welcome him with a clap?
Vice Chancellor, Pro-Vice Chancellor, Director of Finance, Deans, Directors, Heads of Department, dear fresh women and men of the graduate school, I also extend another welcome to you, having received the mother of welcomes from the Vice Chancellor. In every society, in every environment, in every situation, the environment you find yourself in, the atmosphere around the place, says a lot and has a lot for you. Your environment, the atmosphere there, will help you succeed or will undermine your success. So we are careful at Aamusted to bring your minds to the environment in which you have come to, what pertains here, the culture that is around us, to help us make the most of ourselves, and especially of graduate studies. So one of the things we want to have you address your minds to is the our environment is one that enhances our general health and well-being, and it will not in any small way facilitate your studies. So take your time, enjoy our environment, the green surroundings, the calm atmosphere, and make the best out of it. It will help to make your studies here as good as you ever can have it. But closely related to the environment and the atmosphere is the culture we have around. What is it that we do? What is it that comes to us so quickly, so easily? How do we do it? It will go a long way to enrich your personal experience and make life even better. As from next week, when lectures begin and you begin going for lectures, going to the libraries and so on, it should not take you very long when you realize that graduate students have a way of doing things. The attitude, the behavior of graduate students is different. As the VC has hinted, you should not be sort of motivated to push to go for lectures or go and do your personal research and those things. That is but only one of such culture we have here. As the days unfold, open your eyes, open your mind, and see some of the best culture we have created for ourselves. And allow yourself to sink into it, make the most out of it to enhance your life here and your studies. But we would request of you that help us to create the best of environment. Help us to foster the best of culture that we have created for ourselves, so that the undergraduate students, for example, may desire, may yearn to also come for graduate studies. All of these things, they are not written on the walls, but they go very far to make life and studies here what it is supposed to be. We encourage you to identify them and make the most out of them. The other thing we want to mention is, and it has been mentioned already, the relationships, the connections, the networks around you. The program mate, the course mate, the hostel mate. The Pro-Vice Chancellor spoke about your academic counselor, your professors. Take time to know them. Make as many friends as you can from amongst yourselves and those of us you have come to meet. they will turn out to be one of the most treasured resources you would ever need and you would ever find. The friends, the course mates, program mates, and those things, they will be the most treasured resources you will find here to enhance your studies and even hereafter. You will fall on them one day to make a breakthrough. In that respect, we encourage you that be a good neighbor. Be a good neighbor. And be a brother's keeper, be a sister's keeper. In a time of need, be readily available. And equally, be ready to offer assistance. Security is very important. The head of security is here. He will address your minds to some of the things that you should not take for chances or take for granted. The other thing which is of help in an environment for further studies is our hostel facilities. Invariably, we don't have too many of them, and so we have given the preference to undergraduate students. So on campus, basically, it's undergraduate students who have accommodation on campus. But I believe some of you, a few of you, may live in hostels around. We encourage you to make the place more habitable, more conducive. After hard day's work, you can return there, have some quiet, be refreshed, and come back the next morning. Academic facilities. We are mindful of the fact that you are here for academic work. And so the lecture halls, the workshops, the laboratories, the library, and all those places, the librarian will talk to you about the facilities they have in particular for graduate studies. In addition to all these physical facilities, we have internet access, especially at the library and around places on campus. Utilize them, especially as graduate students, for your research work and other important work. Please utilize them as much as possible. What kind of human resource are you going to have for your work? Your professors are first-class professors. Your professors are professional teachers. In fact, in our university, if you join us and you don't have professional training and certificate in teaching, you are not complete. You will not be confirmed. Your confirmation as a teacher, as a lecturer, is subject to having professional training and professional certificate. So be at home. Be at home. You will receive the best of teaching. And following that, you have professional, administrative, and technical staff who will also extend services to you. Enjoy their services and work closely with them for the best of results. It's our prayer that we all stay well and healthy, but mortals as we are, a few times we are quite unwell. Please, the Director of Health Services would share the health services we have, the facilities and all that. Listen carefully, and if it becomes necessary to visit the university clinic, do not hesitate. Please do. We have a counseling center. If it becomes necessary to visit for consultation, personal challenges, academic challenges, social challenges, or whatever, if you went to the University Counseling Center, you will be guided, you will be assisted to make a headway. So please make use of the Counseling Center as well. The other important resource I want you to address your minds to is the immediate community around us. We are fortunate. If you went to other places, some universities are so isolated from their communities, not like ours. We are surrounded all around us by communities, and have been that generous to host us. Not only hosting us, we depend on them largely for a wide range of services, transportation, markets, and all of that. As I have said, for you graduate students, and many of you are depending on our immediate community for accommodation and all of that. We encourage you. We depend on them, so let us live in harmony with our community. Let us show leadership, especially graduate students. Let us get the best from them, and we can be sure that we receive the best from them as well. So let's enjoy the community we find ourselves in. Banking and postal services are also available. On campus alone, we have 2 banks, and just across the street, there are banks lined up. There is also a post office right at the market there. Make use of all these facilities. They are helpful. Make use of all of them. You don't have to struggle for some of these things. Yes, we are graduate students, but let me mention that we have sports facilities around. We have sports facilities around, sometimes for serious competition, sometimes for recreation and all of that. Make some time, enjoy some sports, especially those of you who are gifted and talented with special skills. Make yourself available and help us to defend our names at both local and international competitions. So when the invitations come, please welcome the invitation, those of you who are gifted, and make the most of our sports facilities. A Directorate of Research and International Programs and deans, directors do well in collaborations with international universities, even local universities. We have many occasions where foreign students have come to do part of their studies here, and we have also sent students abroad to do a semester or 2 out there. As I talked to you this afternoon, we have one international student at our Mampong campus. When the opportunity comes your way, welcome it, and when you go out there, go and be the best ambassador you can as far as Aamusted is concerned. So when the opportunity comes, welcome it and utilize it accordingly. I will stop here and encourage you that there are many other opportunities. Open your eyes widely and make the most out of the environment, the atmosphere you find yourself in, and I believe you will be happy you did. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. As the registrar was speaking, I noticed a few people ahead. Tenny, can we just get up a bit? Just stand and stretch it out. Let's stretch it out and bounce back into character. Even as we prepare to listen to the Director of Finance to speak to us about the procedure in paying our fees, students' bursary, as postgraduate students, and then scholarships that may be available. If we are okay, have we stretched out enough? All right, so then please, can we have our seats? Thank you very much. We will invite Dr. Jeff Dankwabache to take over the podium and speak to us about Kudi, Ega, Sika, Lazan. Students' bedroom day.
Vice Chancellor, Pro-Vice Chancellor, Registrar, Deans and Directors, Dean of Graduate Students, dear students, and all other protocols observed. Please, I'm here to brief you about payment of fees, how our fees should be paid. Please, the major thing that you need to know is that we do not accept cash payment for fees or payments. All our fees or all your fees should be made through the bank. And we have 5 major banks that we deal with. They are GCB, EcoBank, Zenith, UBA, and also CBG. Any of these banks you can pay your fees to, irrespective of where they are located. And please, you don't have to go and deposit money into our accounts if you happen to have our accounts number. You need to tell the bank that you are Aamusted student and you are paying your fees. We pay our fees using a system called ACE, that is Aamusted Information Support System. So when you inform the bank that you are Aamusted student and you are paying your fees, they will use the ACE to receive your payment, and that's automatically registered in your student portal so that your account will be credited. If you don't do that and you just deposit the money into our accounts, it will not reflect in your student portal, and we need to take a longer process to rectify that. So the earlier you do it better the first time, the better is it for you. So even though you may pay your fees, you may not be able to register because it has not reflected in your portal. Now, we also have to know that the registration is linked to payment of fees. If you have not paid your fees, then you will not be able to register, because the university depends on IGF for most of for running of the university, most of both capital and revenue or expenditures, and therefore payment of fees to run the activities of the university is very critical. Right. So, like I said, any of these 5 banks, irrespective where they are located, you can use it, and you need to use your index number. Before you apply, you were given index number, you use your applicant numbers. But after you have registered, you got your index number after you pay your fee. So in the subsequent months, you are going to use your index number to pay and not your applicant numbers. And your fees also includes your SRC, JCRC, and GRASTAC dues. I think for master student, you only pay the GRASTAC dues, so that is also part of your fees. Our normal procedure is that the first semester you pay 70%, and then second semester you pay the remaining 30%. So if you don't pay the 70% the first semester, then you will not be able to register and sit for exams. If you are not able to register, it also means that you will not be able to undertake the exams. But due to the current hardships, economic conditions, the Vice Chancellor have modified the 70-30 and has currently made the 50. So if you look at our system, in the first semester, you should pay at least 50%, and the second semester remaining 50%. So if the first semester you don't pay the 50%, you will not be able to register and sit for the exam. And the second semester, the remaining fees must be paid. And if for some reason you don't pay all your fees in the first semester, the second semester, the 50%, the second semester, it will consider the remaining arrears before the current fees. So, and we also have registration deadlines. If you don't stick to registration deadlines, you may be charged penalty of 20 cedis a day, up to 30 days. So you try as much as possible to pay your fees within the registration deadline. And if after some time, after the 30 days, you are not able to register, then your course may be deferred to the following year. So regarding the payment of fees, these are the key things that you need to know. That is the banks that we use. We do not accept cash in the university, and you also have to use our online student management system called the ACE, Aamusted Information Support System. Okay, and your fees also include GRASAC dues. Aside the payment of fees, you may also pay for other services like transcript, English proficiency, attestation, and others. Those services too, you need to pay small fees like 20 cedis, 30 cedis, and so forth. Those one too, we don't accept cash, but we allow you to pay using Momo. So if you go to our cash office, you can pay through Momo. And if for some reason you also have to pay something at the university clinic, normally the services at the clinic is free for students, but if you do not have your national health insurance card, then you may be required to pay. In that case too, we don't accept card, you have to pay using Momo. So like I said, we do not accept cash payment in the university. So please note, if someone requires you to pay for cash for either your fees or the clinic services, that is not allowed. On a few occasions, in emergency situation, in the case of the clinic, because it involves our health, that is in a critical situation, then we may consider cash at the clinic. But for the cash office, no cash is accepted. As a student of this university, some scholarships are also open to you. We have the national scholarship like GET Fund and Ghana Scholarship Board Secretariat. At the moment, their portals are open and you can apply for them. If you are lucky, you may. We have a lot of our students who have these scholarships. So please try. You don't know, you may be lucky to get it. We also have other organizational scholarships like GMPC and Newmont. I'm not sure if the Newmont one also applied to the master students, but those living around Achim area and Ahafo area, we have Newmont Achim and Newmont Ahafo. You need to make an inquiry. You may also be entitled to their scholarship. And then finally, we also have the VC scholarship, which will be launched soon. And that one, for you to qualify, you must meet certain criteria. Basically, the major criteria is brilliant and needy. Needy. You must be needy. If your father is the MP, then you don't expect that you will get that scholarship, because we assume that you are not needy. So the major criteria will be needy, and you must also be brilliant. And other considerations like sportsmen, if you are very good at sports, if you have a special talent, that can also be considered, and also those with special needs. Some of our students who have special needs, that they could also be considered. So the Vice Chancellor Scholarship will be launched soon, and we will also encourage you also to apply for it. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. The Vice Chancellor and some of the management members will be leaving us to go and continue their work, preparing the grounds for your good stay in the university. But before they go, they want to answer a few questions that may be bothering your mind concerning the things that they have said to us. We open the opportunity for people with questions to raise their hands and then ask them so we can give them answers. Please, do we have the other mic? Just raise your hands and then we'll bring you a mic to ask your question, please. The Vice Chancellor welcomed us. The Pro-Vice Chancellor spoke to us about academic counseling. We have just heard from the registrar told us about the environment that has been created for teaching and learning, and the Director of Finance has just spoken to us about how to pay your fees, scholarships and other things. If you have anything bothering you from there, please. There's a hand up here, please.
Thank you very much. Please, I'm Samuel. I want to ask the Director of Finance. I'm MPhil student IT. With our admission letter, the school fees was not indicated on it. It is been 000. So I want to know if something can be done on that, so that if you want to apply for scholarship, the fee that indicated on it, that's what they will pay for you. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Please, there's another hand up there.
Thank you, Edodakwa. Before the finance officer came, you were talking about Beji, but we didn't hear anything about it. Any direction on that? Thank you.
Thank you very much. Any more questions? Okay, please.
Yeah, thanks for the opportunity. I'm Savannah Scoville. On the admission letter, we were made to know about the rules and regulations being written in the student handbook. May I know when that book will be given to us, please? Thank you.
Thank you. Please, there's a hand here.
My name is Charles Ampoma. I want to find out if it's possible we can know the component of our school fees.
If possible, can you come again, please?
We can know the component of our school fees. Components
of your school fees. The breakdown.
Yes, please.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Please, yes. There's one hand. Okay.
I'm Abogre David. My question has to do with the payment. For example, if we get to the bank and they gave you a form to fill, indicating either index number, PIN, or whatever, and you fail, indicating the program, and at the end of the payment, the short message that you expect to get the index number did not come. What is the way forward?
Okay, so you paid your fees expecting an index number, but it didn't come.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much. My name is Amin Sabato. Please, regarding the academic counselor, please, I want to ask if the person will be within the confines of the course you'll be doing, and maybe are you at liberty to choose, or you are choosing? Thank you.
Thank you. So we will end the round of questions here and then allow the high table to provide the answers. I don't know whether the registrar will begin.
Let me address the fees on the admission letter. I think that must be a technical error. There can't be admission fees being 000. So that's a technical error. If anybody had that challenge, the admissions office is just here. To go to where? Admission, and I'm saying that the admissions office is just here. So when you leave the session, you can talk to the admissions officer.
It's not their issue to solve. I went there personally, the admission office, and they say it's not their issue. I should go to the graduate office. I went there to the graduate office. I also went there. They also directed me to one office at the administration block.
Sorry. That must not be the case, okay? Sorry, that must not be the... Maybe you spoke to the wrong person. Very sorry. Is that okay? That is where that issue should be addressed. So it's unfortunate that you got that kind of response. Very, very unfortunate. Very sorry.
Yes, just as Registrar said, there was an error, technical error. If you printed your admission letter at that time, it's likely the amount on your admission letter is a mistake, it's error. If you go back and refresh and reprint, you realize that you get a letter that's the correct amount is indicated. So you can do that. But if you have that unique problem, come, let's help you and then get you a new letter straight away. Is that okay? Admission office, we should print it for you.
Before we leave, the admission officer may even come by and help you out. Is that okay? So don't worry about that. The student's handbook is online. You can have a copy on the university website. So
okay, I think okay. So one of you asked that we did not mention about bursaries. Okay, right. It's a scholarship and what bursaries. They are together, but you know, bursaries are mostly internal. We just developed the VC scholarship, so we will also be looking at other areas where we can be offering bursary, and particularly that may be on departmental and faculty basis. So for now, internally, apart from the VC scholarships, we don't have any bursary, but it's something that we are looking into as well. Thank you. Then component of school fees breakdown. Normally, we don't give the detailed breakdown of the school fees on our report. But before we set any school fees, we engage the student leadership. we sit down with the students' leadership and we discuss all the fees with them. At the moment, the fees that we're giving to you was given to us by Parliament. And even there are some of them, especially those on master's program, we have to reduce it because we realize that so the amount given to us by Parliament may be higher for our students. So some of the courses we still have to reduce it to make it manageable for our students. So whatever fee that we are giving to you is within the confines of law, actually provided by Parliament. I think it's LI something something. And if you approach me individually, I can show you that document. But your student, both undergraduate, the student leadership, both undergraduate and postgraduate, have been engaged on the document and they know the details of the document. But we don't show, because it's a very bulky document, we don't show the whole details on our website. Thank you. And I think someone also has paid fees but have not received index numbers. Please, you can go to academic office. There is someone called Mr. Eric Dogo. If you have such issue, he will sort it out for you. Or you can come to Finance Directorate at the main administration. As of Mr. Kunto, he can also sort it out for you. So either you can go to academic office to talk to Mr. Eric Dogo, or you can come to the finance at the main administration, speak to Mr. Kunto, and that will be resolved immediately. Thank you.
The Pro-Vice Chancellor will address the academic counselor by choice issue.
Thank you. The academic counselor, the question was whether it's going to be somebody related to your course area. Yes, that answer is yes. Your faculty or head of department will select academic counselor for a group. So if a PhD students in maybe business, faculty of business education, you get one academic counselor taking all the PhD students, depending on the numbers. Then if you are maybe MSc, you also get another academic counselor looking after all the MSc students. So the person will definitely be somebody who knows your subject or have some knowledge. We are not going to give you civil engineer to be the counselor of business education. No, it's somebody within your area. And the way it is that you cannot choose your academic counselor, but the academic counselor will be allocated to you. But notwithstanding that, you can choose to go to any of our academics that you find interesting, that you want that person to mentor you. That one is allowed. You can go to any, if you want VC to be your mentor, you approach and the VC say, yes, I'm happy to mentor you, that is fine. But that is different from your academic counselor. The rule is that academic counselors will meet their counselees twice in a semester, beginning of the semester and towards the end of the semester. These are the formal meetings within the group. You can choose to do, it's a network building, you can choose to go and have a little fun somewhere, sit in a place, talk and discuss among you. So it's to build connection among you within the counselees and then with your counselor. Besides that, if you have an individual academic issue and you want to talk to your academic counselor, you can book appointment and go to him and talk to him one-on-one. That is individual thing, but every semester you have 2 counselors meeting with you. So that is how it is, Daniel. There is the difference between academic counseling and guidance and counseling. We have a guidance and counseling center or unit that you go, the counselors are there. So if you have a challenging situation, you are thinking of something bad, I'm sorry to say, maybe even drop out of the course or something, and it's not academic, you can go to the guidance and counseling unit and talk to someone. If you feel homesick, you miss somebody, you want to talk to someone, go to counseling unit.
you get somebody to talk to you. But if your problem relates to academics, like school fees and other challenging academic issues, please, or even thinking of, I want to drop out of this course for some reason, talk to your academic counselor. He will be able to help you. Sometimes they may not have the answer, but they will know somebody who can provide what? The answer for you. So they will direct you. Sometimes maybe you have to go to the clinic and speak to the medical doctor. You have to do, they will direct you to the right place. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Please, let's do it well for them. All of them, the Vice Chancellor, the Registrar, the Pro-Vice Chancellor, everybody has done us great this afternoon. And then on this note, I would like on your behalf, or to plead with you to accept a request by the Vice Chancellor to take leave of us with a few of the management members to go and continue their work at the office, whilst we stay on to continue with the orientation. Please, will you accept for them to leave us? Oh, please, let's say it loudly so that... Sir, please, they have granted you permission to take your leave. Please, shall we give it to them as they take their leave? Please, shall we take our seats? We shall have PowerPoint presentations for the remaining sessions that we're going to have. So we want to plead with the high table to join. Yes. As they come, we want to invite the Vice Dean of the School of Graduate Studies, who is standing in for the Director, the Dean of the School of Graduate Studies, to speak to us. On the postgraduate academic rules and policies of our university. Sir Professor Isaac Ade, please, we respectfully invite you to take us through the rules and the policies of postgraduate studies of our university. Please, shall we welcome him? He is busily setting up. We want to remind you that please sign up for our social media handles, because they will come in handy just when you don't even expect it. So please sign up. Whilst Professor is trying to set up, we will give the opportunity to Dr. Christopher Osuansa, our university librarian, to give us his presentation. Please, shall we welcome him?
Afishapa. Right, you are welcome to Akentanapia University of Skills Training and Entrepreneurial Development. You are also welcome to the University Library, and as graduate students, it is important that you familiarize yourselves with the library's resources and services, as they are essential for your academic success. This presentation will provide an overview of what the Aamusted Library offers and how you can make most of these facilities for your academic work. So first and foremost, it is important that you know that in Kumasi campus we have two sites of the library now. The first one, which some of you may know, is the one that is opposite Opokuari. But in the past 3 years or so, we now have the main library opposite Arabi, the big lecture block on the, I would say, the Aamusted Highway. So you go to Mamponto, we have a library there. Now, how does the University Library support your goals? First, I would say that we provide very important resources in the form of books and journals. As you know, these are our core materials, which you can find on our university website, especially the digital library. We also have ebooks that you can download for a period. You borrow them just like books. At the end of let's say 2 weeks, the books disappears from your device, and then you have to borrow again. You will need to register to be able to have access to this particular resource. Then we have a thesis or a repository which enables you to look at what others before you have done. They say that when you are going on a journey and someone has been there before, you go faster going with such a person. So we also encourage you, as you look at previous theses, please do not plagiarize. Please do not plagiarize these materials. We have a software that allows you to access our library resources even when you are off campus. We use what we call My Loft app. It is a mobile app. My Loft app. It is a mobile app, and you can have access to it via Play Store or the App Store. Please take note of this. My Loft, it is a very convenient software that you would really love to use. That one too, you will need to register. We can help you with article requests if you are on your literature review and it is difficult getting articles. All you need to do is send us the DOI, or what we call the Digital Object Identifier. We help to enhance your digital skills through some courses, free courses that we have actually bookmarked on our digital library. You can learn digital marketing skills, cryptocurrency, dealing, and so many other skills as a University of Entrepreneurial Development. We offer information literacy training, and so you can learn things like reference management. Some of you may have heard of Mendeley, EndNote, or Zotero. We can take you through for you to be able to learn, so that it's going to facilitate your research work. Then we also offer learning support. So learning support, first are your personal librarians who you'll be introduced to. We have faculty librarians, and they are going to be like your library counselors or academic counselors. They will be handy, and every time you have any need, you can pass it through them. We have very important study areas, study spaces, especially when you come to the new library. Some of you, if you've been there, you need furniture and spaces to aid you in your studies. We have computer labs that are Wi-Fi connected. You have access to past questions and past project topics. You can get them at this library. Then most importantly, we have recently implemented a plagiarism policy, which I really want to emphasize. In the age of AI, we all know that even your whole thesis, actually, if you are serious, you can actually generate it. But I tell you, some of your lecturers can actually catch you, even by reading, because you know it is too perfect. But what is happening is that we can use the software to actually arrest you. And when we do, we have a plagiarism policy that has its own sanctions. And I'm not sure you would like to experience the sanctions. You are invited to register with the library. We are going to do that from Monday, next week, Monday and Tuesday, please. As graduate students, especially on Tuesday, if you come in, all we will do is give you a small form for you to fill and give us some data about you. Then we will take you through an in-house, hands-on library orientation. How can you even retrieve a book from the shelf? All these and others we are going to help you with. On this note, we encourage you to explore the library's mine of resources and services to support your academic journey at Aamusted. We are here to help you. We are here to support you. We wish you all the best. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Doc. Prof is still trying to set up, so we will jump and then invite Dr. Bonsu, the Director of Health Services, to speak to us. Please, let's welcome him with a clap.
Good afternoon. I'm here to represent the University Health Services. So our clinic is located just here. So adjacent the new auditorium. When you step out, you see that there is that ambulance bay there. That building is one of our facilities, and just here opposite is the lab and the administration. And there is another building, that's where we do our antenatal care, our eye clinic also. The directorate of the University Health Services is about a 20 capacity health facility, and we run 24-hour services. We have qualified personnel, healthcare personnel who man this facility, and we are registered with HEFRA and also NHIS. Our mandate is to provide comprehensive primary health care to staff, dependents, and to you, our cherished students. And we do promote mental health, emotional and physical well-being. Some of the services that we provide are outpatient departments, that's OPD. We do inpatient services, so we have beds that if your condition needs detention or admission, we do that. We also have emergency services. We have a pharmacy, a well-equipped lab. We have an eye clinic. We do run antenatal clinic for the pregnant women. We also run a child welfare clinic, and we also have a reproductive health clinic also there. So as a student of Aamusted, there is a component of your school fees which cater for your healthcare needs. So once you have a valid NHIS and you come to the university clinic, you are supposed to be taken care for free. So the 200 cedis which you pay as part of your Medicare levy is to take care of all other services that are not covered under the NHIS. So NHIS, you all know that it's a government policy, and once you have a valid updated NHIS, all the services that you get should be for free. The problems arises when you come without NHIS. Then it means all the services under NHIS you have to pay, because your other fee that you pay as a medical levy will cover for the services which are not under NHIS. So once you are registered, once you've done your fee paying, your fees, anytime you have any medical condition, you can come to the university clinic and you'll be attended to. And we advise that the clinic should be your first point of contact when you have any medical emergency. If we are not able to attend to your needs, we will give you a proper referral and facilitate your referral to a tertiary facility where you will be taken care of. The last thing I want to talk about is medical examination for freshmen and women. So this year we are booking online. So when you go to the university website, the link is there. When you click on it, there is a small questionnaire you have to fill. It's a basic information about your health. Then after that, a date will come, available dates which you can choose and book your medical exam. when you book the exam, you'll get a date. So a day before the date that you've booked, you should come to the university clinic and take your checks, X-ray. The cost of the X-ray is 100 cedis. So when you come, there are processes there that you use to pay the X-ray, and mostly we take digital payment. So supposing you choose 3rd February, you should come on the 2nd of February to take your X-ray, so that the 3rd, when you come, the process will be very smooth. And we strongly advise that the day that you've chosen for your medical exam, do kindly come on that day. Otherwise, you distort how we've arranged our systems for the medical exams. So there is a few information that I have for you. I don't know if anybody, I can take maybe 2 or 3 questions so that I can address, and you'll be clear on some few things. All right. Thank you very much.
The medical officer was saying that we should book online. We want to say that once you are done with medical examination, your next point of call should be the IT, the photo unit where your student ID card will be made for you. If you don't go through medicals, you cannot get your ID card. So that one too, you need to go to the university website and then book a date. So immediately you finish medical examination, you go online and book a date to go and then work on your student ID card. Alright. The medical doctor was asking for about 1 or 2 questions, so we can go on to the other ones. Yeah. Please, okay. The decision is for us to move forward and then open the forum for questions when we go a bit into the program. So sorry, we may have to take back the mic.
So is he going to stay at
he will be here. Even if he's not here, you will get him at the clinic. He is always available to answer any question.
I think if you leave, it will be appropriate I ask the question for him to answer. I think that will be better. Just indulge me.
At this point, we'll give you the chance to just ask the question.
Thank you very much.
And then,
very brief question. Mr. Medical Officer, when I was booking for the appointment, frankly speaking, the dates on the portal was not favorable to me at all. By then, I had already filled the various information that you needed about me. So I decided to just choose any day. Is there any flexibility in that? Thank you.
All right, thank you. So the flexibility is that we have about 6 weeks to book any day within that 6 weeks for you to come to the clinic and have your medical. So within all those 6 weeks, if you didn't have any favorable day in the 6 weeks, then it's a problem. Even coming to school, it's a choice, it's a sacrifice you have to make. So once you book the dates, for the flexibility, I don't know much because we are going to do small rearrangements. It's the same days that we are going to even open up for more people to book. So once you couldn't find an appropriate date from the 20th to the 20th of January to 28th of February, then there's little that we can do to help. Thank you. Thank you. Please, we will address your issues, but kindly indulge us to continue the program for now. Thank you very much, sir. So we now invite Professor Isaac Ade to give us the postgraduate academic rules and policies. Please, shall we welcome him with a clap. Thank you very much, MC, and good evening once again to you all, our curious postgraduate students. We just been allotted 10 minutes of time to sort
we just go straight away to know the types of postgraduate degrees that we offer in Aamusted. We offer the PhD, the Master of Philosophy degree, and the non-extensive research master's degree. So go on. Now can we have the policy guidelines and our introduction? We all knew why we are here, so we won't waste time. And these are the types of graduate studies that we have in Aamusted. We have the M4 and PhD research work office. The work that they produce are titled thesis. We all have time and it will be given back to you. It's like learning to fly an airplane. You only know how to fly when you are alone, but this is just a glimpse of just letting you know. So we have MPhil and PhD, Doctor of Philosophy. They produce thesis. And we have the non-extensive research degrees. They are Master of Arts, MAd, MBA, and so on, MTech, and so on. So a doctoral candidate must produce a research degree that is original and significant. The study should show something new and significant to our world of understanding, and you would adequately have to defend the thesis through an oral examination known as viva voce to let us know that indeed you are the author of the research. Yes. The same applies to the Master of Philosophy thesis. They all belong to the philosophy realm. You have to let us know that indeed you are in control. You have to show the appropriate theoretical and methodological knowledge, and you must include evidence of the students' familiarity with the research process. Once upon a time, a friend came in and I just asked him of the topic. He said, "Sir, I'm coming," and that was the end. But he has produced a well-written thesis. Only God knows. So let's go on to the non-extensive. We have the master's thought degrees, which include a program, and you must have a research-approved topic, supervised by a supervisor or whatever, but it is not as extensive as the PhD and the M4 goes. So that's, and mostly these master third degrees are mostly run for 2 academic semesters. It doesn't extend unless you apply for the necessary extension and you are given. So if you are writing or you are in for MA, MBA, MAd, MS, MTech, you can produce a minimum of 15,000 words as your dissertation and a maximum of 20,000 words of 20 pages for double space, 1 times Roman 12 font size. And so you produce a minimum of 20,000 words and a maximum of 30,000 words or 120 pages for your work, which is a thesis. And for PhD, a minimum of 150 pages or 50,000 words up to 75,000 words or 300 pages of your thesis. And this is how it's like when you are presenting the final ones. All these are like when you are really done with. That's why you get the understanding, but just have it as a picture. And you know, next, yeah, these are all those. And sometimes students present some of this, like this work is presented, and before you look at the name of the university, it's the University of Education, last, it was APSA, what's the full meaning of APSA? University of Professional, but it's not APSA, so please be careful of what you produce and what you are for. So these are all the dedications and so on. You have to acknowledge all those people. And ethical approval, stay on for a while. You know, if you are using animals or human beings, etc., you have to seek their clearance. So you have to add the ethical clearance to your work in order to be able to submit for your degree. Go on. And you have professional editorial assistants. The librarian was talking about it. In this world of AI, you could generate all your things, whatever, using AI, and that's not a professional assistance. You can consult someone, and it should be limited to formatting, grammar, and style. Some of us, when you say even double space, justify, we don't even know. So you can seek the assistance of those who know how to do a justifier work, how to double space, etc. But you have to indicate. It shouldn't go beyond letting someone write. You pick your phone, tell you, have you finished writing it? No, it's not an author of your thesis. So all this will be dealt with at the various faculty and departmental level for you to understand it the more. Let's go on. Confidential materials should all be declared. Sometimes if you get some data, you have to attest to it that it's a confidential material. And where you got it from, they'll tell you that please don't let it be spread on your social media or whatever. All those things are ethical issues that we have to deal with. And these are the main texts. We know how to write this from our undergraduate days and in our faculty seminars and so on. We'll deal with it individually, and that is how it is. Chapter 3, chapter 4, chapter 5, chapter 6, and what have you. So, get back, sir. Get back. So this, no, go for it. No, go for it. It should be in 5 chapters. If you're writing 5 chapters, no, go for it. Gentlemen, go on. Are you with us? Go on. So you are going back. Yeah, so this is it. You have the introduction, summary of findings, recommendations, policy, future research direction, conclusion. This is for chapter 5. Sometimes you may even write up to 6 or 7 or 8, depending on one line of research and your agreement with your supervisor. So this is not just stone, cast in stone, no. Depending on how you want to go about it, you could even write up to 8 chapters or 6 chapters or 7 chapters. So please don't take up that discussing stone, and that is the end. And the numbering sections, etc. As I have told you already, all this you understood it very well when you are doing the practical thing and have it on your own in front of you. Go ahead. Yeah, so these are the lines, vertical spacing after paragraph, and so on and so forth. And the university uses the American Psychological Association referencing style. Don't go and use the Harvard or the Chicago or whatever. All this will be dealt with at the various departmental seminar. So we know how to reference interest and what have you. The library has talked about the plagiarism, so turn it in. You don't have the idea, all the ideas on your own. That would have even been necessary. Sometimes you borrow some ideas and you have to cite it. But don't go and just get someone's idea and present it for credit as if it belongs to you. When it lacks 21 even %, the whole of your thesis or dissertation will be rejected. So make sure that you try as much as possible to work within the up to 20% tolerated threshold and not get your whole index rejected or your whole work rejected. In university, Aamusted, for a PhD, you have to undertake an exams. It could be written, oral, research, or whatever. You could be asked to write for a 3-hour or 4-hour paper, depending on the prerequisite of your department. So make sure that you are in. For some of us, the last time that we wrote an exam, we can't even remember. But not necessarily that you're going to sit down and write or whatever. The format will be determined by your department. And you have to pass it. After you have passed it, you have to get a minimum of 60%. Then you will be cleared to proceed on with your doctoral or PhD studies or master studies. And then you submit a self-defended thesis, and you show for PhD and other info. You show at least 2 manuscripts from the thesis for publication. Your work, at the end of the day, you are contributing to knowledge, and you contribute to knowledge through publication to the world of academia, world of knowledge. And that's let us know that at least from the work that you are doing, the thesis that you are writing, through publications have been accepted by a peer-reviewed journal for publication. It could either be it has been published or is in the process of acceptance. And so make sure that those of us writing our PhD, we have to show at least 2 manuscripts from the thesis for publication in a peer-reviewed journal. And for MPhil, you have to show 1 at least that it has been accepted for a peer-reviewed publication. So if you know, in the course of your study, you will be taught how to do publications. They are sometimes different from the academic format and so on and so forth. Go ahead. So at the end of the day, the color of submission for the 3rd programs are green, and the MPhil, you bind it in blue, navy blue type, and PhD is brown. We have all the colors at the various departments and faculties that will be shown you, so I won't go and have any other type of blue. So thank you very much, and this is just to let you ice the cake. The reality will dawn on you when it is placed before you and you experience it. Postgraduate study is easy, but it's at the same time difficult. So please try to make it well, because you can do it. Thank you.
Thank you very much. When it is easy but difficult, then you must know that you must stand well. Thank you very much, Prof. We will stand well and deliver to your admiration. At this point, we will invite Professor Ebenezer Bono to speak to us about graduate research thesis and publications. Professor Bono will speak to us about graduate research thesis and publications. Please, shall we welcome him on the club?
Okay, thank you, moderator. Stand on the previous protocols already established. I am the Directorate of Research, International Programs, and Institutional Advancements. My directorate is responsible for university research agenda. We work closely with the graduate school. Why? Because the graduate school serves as incubator. That is where we prepare future researchers to come into academics and other fields. And I just want to say that research is an inevitable dynamics that every society, whether you like or not, has to invest or embrace. I'm sure everybody here might have gone through fair degrees. Some have gone through masters, but some of you have come back to pursue a terminal degree. The question is why? Because you want to contribute to knowledge that will turn society around. You look at Asia, Malaysia, South Korea. These are the emerging countries. If you look at the volume of development, all this has been possible through research. The point is, why do we even do research? We do research primarily to contribute to either basic knowledge or applied knowledge or applied research or basic research. Once you develop theories, what we need, some theories have been developed, and sometimes over 100 years up to now, they have not seen the light of the day. We don't know how to use it, but I can say for a fact, 200 years, 300 years will come, they will make sense in reality. In the applied research realm, there are certain theories, principles, concepts that have been already established. Everybody will try to test whether they make relevant in reality. And one thing I want to hammer, which has been talked about by the deputy director and the vice dean of the graduate school, how to do publication. Publication is very important. where you publish is most important. And I will urge everybody here that by the time you've gone through half of your journey, you should have a prepared manuscript. You should be able to visit our office, JPR, which is behind ROB. You can come there. We will guide you where to find appropriate journal to publish. Now we talk about citation. People publish, people don't read why they publish. Why people publish? Contribute not, but nobody find interesting to read. One of the major reasons is that where you publish matters. If you go and publish your papers anywhere, I will never bother myself to go and download the paper and read. But if you publish your work in Web of Science, Scopus Database, ISI, that is where you find somebody in US who have never heard the name Ghana. I've gone somewhere when somebody asked me, where do you come from? I said Ghana. He said, where does it located? You know Ghana, but he doesn't know Ghana. Now when a person needs a material which has been produced by a scholar in Ghana, it will become relevant. So this university has a lot of good researchers, professors around, doctors around. Make use of them. Make sure even if you produce one manuscript and publish in a very good journal, at least people should read your article and cite it. That's where it gives you joy. Okay? And we are there. We have about 5 senior members in our directorate. They are always available, prepared to help. My deputy director is also a professor, where I still professor who have been working on grants. And I'll just chip in just a minute on grant. It is also not out of order for a student to win a grant. Once you come here, you should have 2 focus. One focus is that we are going to produce a scholarly thesis. And that scholarly thesis, if well done, can lead you to what? Opportunities. And some of the opportunities may come through collaborations, and that's also done in my directorate. For example, I went to Canada recently, then I met a professor who is looking for a certain discipline, which I won't tell you now. Now, he will be coming to Ghana somewhere, summer in there, and he will pass through possibly here. And I'm sure anybody that will be recommended will be somebody who can do independent study. Somebody who has published something that when he reads, it makes sense. So please, research is very, very important. Don't be tempted to go and copy people's work. Even if you copy somebody's work and complete your work, even please, if it is found out after 30 years, the certificate will be taken away from you. Take it from me. So in academics, you don't plagiarize. You don't steal somebody's. You can read somebody's idea and manage it around it, but you can't go and steal somebody's work. It's not yours. Let us take note of it. I wish you all the best. Your study, we're always around to support you. Thank you.
What I didn't tell you about Professor Bonya was that the whole world, we have a ranking system. He is part of the 2% scientists of the world. His research work has taken him very far. And among the 2%, in Ghana, he is the only mathematician. The whole of Ghana. He has made a showing in this ranking for 4 years. 4 years consistently. He's always among the 2%. Please, let's give him a very big applause. So if you're looking for an academic mentor, then please run after him to help you. I think he will do places. He will do places. Thankfully, our Director of Quality Assurance
Planning and Accreditation has just walked in. Professor Francis Williamson will speak to us about CAPA. He will break it all down for us. Quality assurance. Please let's welcome him with a clap. Planning and Accreditation.
Thank you, Chair. Let me do it very briefly. Yes, I'm from the Directorate of Quality Assurance, Planning and Accreditation. And our main concern or focus is on ensuring that the university's activities, especially academic activities, meet the necessary standards. And when I say standards, I mean international standards, national standards, all the standards that we require as a university. And for that matter, I'll be talking about just one aspect of our activities that relates to academics, that is course evaluation. There are other activities. At a good time we'll also talk about them. Course evaluation. It is a very critical and an important activity that is carried out by the Directorate of CAPA, and it is done by students. In as much as students who write exams, do project work, graduate, receive certificates from Aamusted, the quality of that certificate you are taking out is of paramount importance to us. And so its quality needs to be assured. And how do we do that? Students and staff and university management all come together to ensure this quality. Now, course evaluation is done by students, and it is found in students' portal. So every graduate student here who has ever logged into his portal will realize that under the menus that we have, that is registration, results and all that, we'll also see evaluation. The evaluation is purposely to evaluate every course that you take in the university, and it is mandatory. It is not optional. When you go to the course evaluation, all the courses that you have registered for a semester is given, or you will find it there. And you select them one after the other and evaluate. Now the evaluation are classified into 4 categories. It talks about course content, it talks about assessment, it talks about materials, course materials and facilities, and many more. So when you go there, what you have to do is to go through the questionnaire. It is given in Likert scale, that is strongly agreed, disagree, up to the last one. So what you have to do is to just be selecting sincerely what you have experienced as you go through lectures. The feedback we will get from this course evaluation is most important to this university, because it is based on the feedback that we will be able to put certain things in order to meet the quality. For instance, you go to class, lecturer doesn't come, Vice Chancellor is not in the lecture room, the dean is not in the lecture room. How do we know that lectures don't come? It is the evaluation, course evaluation, that will bring that issue up, so that management can quickly attend to it. You go to lecture, projectors are not working, PA systems are not working, lighting systems are bad. How do we know how it is affecting you? How do we know? It is the course evaluation that we will do. The feedback will give us insight into whatever you are experiencing, so that we can always and continually improve the standards to always keep it up to the international standards. So course evaluation is very, very critical to the school.
in as much as your certificate is also critical to you. So, without saying so much about it, we will be giving or we'll be communicating to you when the evaluation will start. When that is given, you go there and evaluate every course that you have registered. And then we will also give a deadline for the registration to the evaluation. And please, we are tying this to results. If you fail to register, to evaluate, you will not see your results. So that is how critical the issue is. It's not that we are forcing you, but we want to show that it is so dear to our heart, so that we can keep the quality that you expect and the reputation that Aamusted needs. We can keep it up from your feedback. Thank you very much. We'll give you more information on this as the semester goes by. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Prof. We will invite the coordinator of our university's Guidance and Counseling Center, Mrs. Gertrude F.A. Paul, to speak to us on guidance and counseling. Please, let's welcome her. We want to balance the gender. So far it's been men, so she will balance it for us.
Thank you. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Are you annoying with me? Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How are we? Are you sure? I'm doing well. I'm going to talk to you about guidance and counseling services that we have in the university. The Guidance and Counseling Center is a service unit directly under the office of the registrar. So our center is under the registrar or the registry. The center works in close collaboration with the Dean of Student Affairs, directorates, faculties and departments in the university to promote the welfare of students and staff. It is headed by a professional counselor who has a wide range about current trends and developments, available streams and factors that influence personal or group decision making. Many members of the university community experience a variety of concerns or difficulties that usually affect their lives, general well-being, and ability to succeed as a student or employees. To sort out these difficulties, most people talk to friends, families, colleagues, or staff in their departments. And you know, these people that you talk to, they are not professionals. So they will give you advice based on their experiences or whatever that they've heard people go through. But the Guidance and Counseling Center is there for you to be helped. The Guidance and Counseling Center has professional counselors who you can confidently talk to. The center provides a confidential atmosphere where you can explore any situation or topic and discuss any concerns you may have. Seeking counseling or therapy is about making a positive choice to get help by talking with a professionally trained, active listener who can assist in making a meaningful decision. Our mission is to provide comprehensive mental health, career, and personal services that promote students and staff success in safe and supportive environments. Who needs guidance and counseling? The answer to this question is quite simple. Everyone needs guidance and counseling. and it is we have to help students make good career choices and decisions which lead them to the job market and entrepreneurship opportunities. Personal support. We provide a safe and supportive environment for addressing personal challenges such as managing stress, anxiety, and emotional difficulties. Support for managing relationships, which you'll be interested, because when you talk about relationships, students are very happy. Self-esteem and interpersonal conflicts. Crisis intervention and referrals for specialized care when needed. Referrals for specialized care when needed. Special needs and disability support. We ensure equal opportunities for all students. These services include guidance for appropriate support services, accommodation and acceptance for students with physical, mental, and learning disabilities, orientation programs. We help new students adapt to students' life and understand available resources and guidance on balancing academic and social life on campus, and many more. These services are aimed to help students adapt to university life, make informed decisions, and overcome challenges during their studies. Please kindly note, the center does not offer aid, and our services are free. We don't take money. Confidentiality. All inquiries and discussions are treated confidentially. Even if you cut my head, I will not tell you. This includes clients' data and appointments. Some exceptions to confidentialities may only be applied where there is danger to self or another. So if you are planning to kill yourself or to kill another person, as for that one, we'll blow the whistle for you to be put. Procedures. One may apply for an appointment either online or walk-in. So you can come to the center for any concerns or whatever. You will be assigned to a counselor for scheduled sections. And apart from having professional counselors at the center, we also have academic counselors in the various departments and levels for all levels. Then we have hall counselors too. Office hours. Our office is open from Monday to Friday, and it is 24 hours because of the online services that we render. So, but officially we start work from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. But afterwards, you can call at any time when you have crisis or you have a concern or difficulties. My phone is always on and I will pick your call. You can call the office number 020 438 6324. for any discussions or inquiries. Where is the counseling center located? The counseling center is located at the first floor of ROB, that's the faculty block, where you have the graduate school studies. We are the first floor, room 030, room 30. Choosing Aamusted is one of the best decisions you ever made. The counseling center will assist you through academic and personal social well-being. You are warmly welcome to the Guidance and Counseling Center, where we listen, we guide, we counsel, and we help you make a smart life choices. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. The man coming, I deliberately left his slots for the last because I know what he's capable of doing. The head of security, he will change the mood in this room very soon. I don't need to say much. After he has finished his delivery, you yourself, you will understand. Yes, afterwards we will have some 5 minutes for our GASAC president to also speak to us. Mr. Hayford Ajimon, please, can you kindly take the podium?
You are all welcome. Yes, this is security for you. Of all the talks you have so far heard, this is the most important. Yes, I say this because without a serene atmosphere, all that you have heard cannot happen. Without proper security, if you are not secured in this university, then none of the talks we've heard will thrive. Am I lying? Am I lying? I never lie. That's the truth. Yes. My last talk indicated that of all the universities in Ghana, Aamusted records the lowest crime rate. Plan for that. So I am telling you that you are in one of the secured or the best secured university in Ghana. Please, your safety here is assured. However, you need to help us to help you. And I believe that graduate students, you are more than capable of even protecting yourself. So you are going to do the work, then we guide you. Is that not it? Alright. Now, all you have to know is that in every institution or every gathering, criminals come. That's their profession. They steal, they commit crime. And when they come to a university like this, all that they are looking for is your laptop and phones. They know students don't have money, so they are not looking for money as such, but laptop and phones. Now, as we are even sitting here, I can tell you emphatically that there is one criminal here. Yes, and you know, how do you identify them? You cannot identify them because they are not putting on masks. They are just dressed like you and do everything like you. Because you don't have the profile of everybody sitting here, we can't tell who the criminal is. But they are also here to listen, to see how they also strategize and steal you. But not here in Aamusted. Is that right? Now let me give you some few tips to serve as a guide to you. Please, wherever you are gathered, maybe under the study centers, your lecture halls, the summer house, wherever you are, please know that all the people around you are not students. It's not everybody that is seated there who is a student. Some may be criminals who also sit among you, just waiting for an opportunity to rob you. You understand? So you must get to know each other quickly, especially your classmates. Many of you are not in the hall, so when roommates or your friends get to know each other and know that this and that person is a student. Now, if you are just sitting studying, and you can easily go off, especially when you are alone, and the criminal is just waiting that you feel tired, doze off, and then he can take your phone or laptop away. So don't just take it that anybody around is a student. Some of you will make a mistake and say, oh, we are all studying here for 30 minutes or 1 hour now. Please, I just want to visit the washroom and come in. Just wash my bag for me. Please, you might be leaving your bag in the hand of a criminal. You go and come back, you see your bag, you see your phone, you see your laptop. Don't do that. Is that right? Don't do that. And make sure that, university here we have a lot of unapproved rules that you use to and fro the university. I say unapproved because they are not approved, but students use them. Maybe some shortcuts, they just want to be fast and do something and go. Please, criminals also use those shortcuts very, very, very much. Is that right? So if you want to use any shortcut, please walk in grooves. If you are a lady, get some 2 macho men to work with. Is that right? Don't just say, oh, this place is very short, I'll use it. Hey, I'm getting late for lectures. Then your hostel is somewhere here, you want to rush and come. You may be right. Is that right? It's better you use the approved rules. If you want to use an approved, then walk in numbers. And also walking late in the night. Some of you come and study on campus and you want to go back to your hostels very late. Please, it's not advisable. Unless maybe you are walking in grooves, going to the same place. Is that right? But just, I want to study 12, 1 o'clock. I'm now falling out to my hostel. You may be attacked. Normally not on campus itself, but just outside the campus, the criminals are all over the place, waiting for an opportunity to rob somebody of valuables. Please, so those of us who have been flamboyantly displaying our mobile phones, who are very expensive, maybe iPhone 90, and then you want people to see that you are the daughter or son of the president of Ghana. So you walk and then display people to see you. Graduate students, I know you are not for that. Is that not correct? Yes. So whatever expensive thing you have, don't to display it. Keep it. Those are the targets of the criminals. Those of you who walk with earpieces in your ears and all those things to show that you have some gadgets, you are just selling yourself out to the criminals. Is that right? Please. Some people also come to campus to commit crime, and then they pose as lecturers of things like that. Somebody can come and say, oh, sister, how are you? Which program are you doing? And you say, oh, MPhil, something. Oh, you don't know Professor Ajimai? Are you sure you are doing this program? You don't know Professor Ajimai? Or you don't attend lectures? That's why I tell you, you should know Professor Jimai. Okay, I am Professor Jimai. I take SBCD. Next time, come for lectures early and then on time. Is that right? Okay, supposing this conversation is going on just at the back of this block, the person will tell you that do you know the administration block? If you go there, you see a black Land Cruiser parked there. There is a lecturer inside called your name is Inukwe. Professor Anum. Are you getting me? Please, he will give you some money in an envelope. It's just 2,000. Bring it to me right now. Where I am, I cannot move there. Quickly, you can take the phone and call that quoted person. That I'm seeing one student call Lizzie. He's coming right now wearing a yellow top. He's coming right now. Please give the money to bring to me. Immediately you step out, you say, oh, come. You students, you are very bad. Oh. If you go and take this money and you run away, how will I get you? Okay, you bring your bag. Bring your bag or your laptop or phone. Just leave it with me. When you come back, you come and take. Please. Because he is Professor Ajimai lecturing you, you will just obey that person and leave your things. Is that correct? And you go and come back and you see ghosts. You only come and meet ghosts. You see a human being. Is that right? So don't leave your thing anybody. Don't give anybody chance to say that give me this thing, go and do that for me. It has happened here 2, 3, or 4 times. That's why we are telling you this. Is that right? So as graduate students, I pray that you protect yourself for us to protect you. Those of you who will be using motorbikes, please get extra locks. If you think you will lock your motorbike just with the key, that one wouldn't help, because the criminals know how to break the neck of the motorbikes. So add extra lock all the time if you have motorbikes. I believe that none of you is staying in the halls, so for that hall security, I don't have to worry bringing it. Or any of you stay in the halls? No, so I shouldn't waste time on that. Please, security is your friend, and we are here to protect you and ensure academic freedom in a very serene atmosphere. So anytime you see any security person, get close. This is our uniform, as you can see. Get close, and then we will assist you if you are in any need or under threat. Our office is located at the main entrance opposite the filling stations. I think you know that. Many of you passed there today. Is that correct? So if you have any problem and there any threat, please just rush to the security office for assistance. Is that right? If you suspect anybody, if you see anybody loitering where you are studying and you watch the person, you are not very convinced, please just get the security to come and monitor, so we can mount surveillance on the person and then get the person arrested. Is that right? Yes, you are elderly, so you can see characters which are suspicious. Is that correct? Good. Let me give you some of our contact lines so that you can contact us anytime. Is that right? The main security office, you can reach us on the telephone number 020 4375 123. 020-4375-123. Then the head of security official line 020-4375-222. 020-4375-222. Then also my own personal line. You can have that one also. Call me at any time and I'll attend to you even midnight. Is that right? 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. If I'm doing something with my wife, I'll still pick your call. So don't worry at all. You can call anytime. 0244 630 319. 0244 630 319. My name is Mr. Jimai. You are welcome to Aamusted, and then I assure you that you are safe. Thank you.
Thank you very much. The security is your friend. Mr. Ziba will be calling you. We wouldn't bother about the time. And if we call you, don't pick. Thank you very much. We will call on our brother, Mr. Arumeya Timbela, to also give us a few notes as president of GRASAC. Please, Mr. Atimbela, can you please come up? So we please welcome him. That's your president.
Okay, thank you very much. My speech is going to be very brief. I just want to touch on some few things that you are supposed to know as graduate students. I stand here today on behalf of the Graduate Students Association of Ghana, the Aamusted chapter. Here in Aamusted, we have the association that is established purposely to seek for the concerns of the graduate students. These associations performs the following function. First, to seek the general welfare of graduate students. Second, to advocate for the protection of rights, privileges of members that is stipulated in the university status quo. Third, to serve as a medium of communication between graduate students and the university authorities. Fourth, to coordinate with other faculties, departments, professional bodies, associations or unions on matters of interest to the graduate students. Then the fifth one, to organize lectures, seminars, workshops, symposium, and other activities that is in the interest of members. The Graduate Students Association of Ghana, Aamusted chapter, is also a member institution to the GRASAC National, which is the Graduate Students Association of Ghana at the national level. It's also a member institution to the NUCS, which is the National Union of Ghana Students. It's also a member union to some other bodies, national bodies. Also, on the issue of your GRASAC bursary, every year the graduate students are given the GRASAC bursary, which is usually from government through the Ghana Scholarship Secretariat to all GRASAC members. But then, before you register for this, grant, you are supposed to register by paying your fees in full. Then you will be given access to the site. You provide your details, then the monies will be released to you after a careful review of your details. We also had a session as Graduate Students Association of Ghana with your sandwich graduate students who recently left. We had an academic workshops for them. We had a research workshop and so many other activities, and that will be repeated to you. We hereby entreat you that whenever GRASAC organize some of these activities, you try and participate. It is for your own good. It is with your money that we are organizing these activities, so try and participate. Very soon we will also have what we call the postgraduate research conference, which it requires you to submit what we call the abstract. So if you are able to participate in some of our research seminars and other research activities, I believe you can equally submit yours and you participate. It is not restricted to anyone. Every postgraduate student is allowed to participate. So please, we entreat you to make sure that you join hands with us so that together we can learn. I want to use this opportunity to extend a warm appreciation to some of the offices of the university. That includes the office of the registrar, the office of the Dean of Students Affairs, the office of the Vice Dean of Students Affairs, the University Library, and many others who helped us during the sandwich session. In fact, Dr. Joseph Antwi-Befi is one of the key members who helped us to facilitate for one of our workshops, and we truly appreciate. Thank you very much. Before I leave the stage, I would like to give our contacts so that you can contact us as and when you have any challenge or you need any inquiries. The number is 055 94 71 367. Our office is located at Autonomy Hall at the basement, the second office after the office secretariat. 055 94 71 367. Don't forget that GRASAC is there for you. We will be organizing our general meeting and we will take you into details on what you are supposed to know about the association. I'm here with my financial secretary, Mr. Charles Amponsa. Thank you very much for your time and God richly bless you.
Mr. Aamusted, thank you very much for especially making it brief for us. The guidance and counseling coordinator has waited in the hope that somebody may have something to want to clarify about what she said. If there is any such, please shall we just take about 5 questions, provide answers, and then we can wrap up the day. Yours is Fatima. The other mic, can we have it, please? Some of us who have okay, the mic is ready. We shall take about 5 questions.
Thank you. And Carlo, please, how do we access the online services?
Is it the online, the counseling? Okay. I saw another hand up. Yes, you may ask.
Thank you, Mr. Atimbila. I would want to find out first, how do we register for the bursary, and also, do you have anything in stock for us what we have paid to the association? Thank you.
And please, Aranso, please, we are giving the code to scan to do the receipt.
Yes, sir.
But I am not able to join because I'm told it's anytime I scan, I'm told it's invalid.
Oh,
so is there a way out?
Yes. After the program, anybody that is having a challenge to kindly hold, we will help you out. Thank you. We have 3 questions. Please, shall we take our answers and we bring the day's activity to an end? There are no more hands up. Please. Do we have another hand? Eric, is that a question we must take? Oh, okay, alright.
Okay. With the online, before you can access the online services, you have to come to the office for face-to-face interaction. Then afterwards, we can do the online for you. That's the e-counseling. Then somebody was asking for the contacts. He said I was too fast. It's a new line, so it's not offered. So you can take it. 020 438 6324. 020 438 6224. Okay. So when you come to the office, you book for an appointment. Then you'll be assigned to a counselor, okay, to help you with your challenges. It's not problems, they are challenges.
Thank you. Mr. Timberland, how do I register at the bursary? Yes.
Thank you very much. With the bursary, you have to pay your fees in full. When you pay the fees in full, very soon they'll release the access to the national page. Then you can be able to apply. So please, we are pleading with you. That is the only way we can help. Because when you pay your fees, the component of the dues is given to GRASAC before we can even be able to undertake any activities. Again, it is from the same dues we are taking from you that we pay to national. They have a quota from that same dues. So we need to take that quota, pay to national, then they will give you the access to be able to register. You have paid, okay, no problems. When we get there, we'll cross. So just make sure that your information is intact. When we get there, you'll be able to access the system. All your information will be there. So once you start keying in as to whether you have paid your fees or not, it will reflect. Again, I heard someone asking about the issue of what GRASAC will provide for you. We are in a democratic country. What we do is that we respect the hierarchy. First of all, we have to deal with your course reps, who are the senators. Then from there, we forward whatever input they have to the General Assembly. Then if the General Assembly agrees, before we can undertake any activities, we are not going to dictate for you. You all contribute from what we are going to exhibit for this semester, execute for this semester. So please, don't worry. It will be in your interest. Nobody is going to dictate for you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. A quick announcement. Students from the Department of Construction Technology and Management Education. Your HOD, Dr. Fredrickson, please says right from here, all of you should head to the department. He has some information for you. Students of the Construction Technology and Management Education departments, please go to your department after we have said the prayer. On this note, I want to say a very big thank you for the manner we have carried ourselves. Please, we are also informed that there's a GRASAC rep outside that is adding you to the GRASAC WhatsApp platforms. So please, make time to get yourself hooked up on that platform so it will help you. I was just saying a very big thank you for the manner we have carried ourselves. It's been so many speeches and long talks, but we have been so disciplined and very cooperative. We are most grateful for your role in ensuring that this ceremony is successful. We know that with this attitude, the sky will not be our limit. We shall go very, very, very far. We are grateful to the Office of the Dean of Students for also putting this orientation together for us. It's been a long day. Tomorrow, those in undergrads will be having faculty-specific orientations. I don't know whether the School of Graduate Studies is part of them, but so we are going to continue tomorrow at the undergraduate level. Yeah. Thank you very much. On this note, I would like to invite our sister Sarah Kakari Bosu to say the closing prayer for us so we can disperse.
So please be upstanding as you pray. Our dear Lord and Master Savior, we are so much grateful unto you for the gift of life given to us and being with us throughout the section. We are leaving this place, but in our presence, we pray go with us. And when we meet again, we will not hesitate in thanking you. We know you will do it because you've done it before. This and many more do we ask in Jesus' name. Amen.
Thank you, but before you go, kindly pick the bottle, the water we gave you. Let us help to keep the auditorium clean. Please pick up your bottle. There's a waste bin right outside. You can drop it in. Thank you. Thank you very much.